Thanks for joining me for this stress relief session. We're going to get started in a moment, but you're going to want to get as comfortable as possible. If you're at home and you want to lie down in bed, do it. If you want to prop yourself up with pillows or put pillows under the knees, do it. If you're at the office on lunch break, close the door, get quiet, get as comfortable as you can in your chair. The key is getting comfortable. Let's go. We're going to find the root of your stress. But first, we're going to relax deeply. And then when it's time, we'll find that stress, trace it back to its origin, and deal with it. So first, notice the stress. Notice how it feels. Notice how your mind is operating under this stress. Really find its location in your body. Now, wrap that stress up, the feeling, the sensations, the thoughts. Wrap it up in the most beautiful package you can imagine. Really see that in your mind's eye. Maybe it's a beautiful box. Maybe there's a box with some wrapping paper. Just let your imagination work. We're wrapping it up, being sure to put a lid on the box or the package. Really sealing it up, knowing that we'll come back. We're just taking a break for a moment. When it's nice and wrapped up, you can imagine picking up that package, that stress, all the sensations associated with it. Really feel the weight of the package as you pick it up. Feel the material that package is made out of in your hands. Really imagine yourself holding it, what that entails. And now, in your mind, take that package, that beautiful package, and put it away in a safe place. We're not suppressing it. We're just setting it aside so we can deal with it later. So in the next few minutes, as we relax, if that stress comes up physically, if the thoughts come up, any feelings you have related to that stress, remember, it's safely packaged and put away, ready to handle when it's time to handle it. Really settle in now. Notice how your body feels. If you feel the need to move, to squirm, to twitch, do it. You'll probably be most comfortable in a reclined or semi-reclined position supported by pillows. But if sitting straight up is possible for you without any discomfort, that works too. Notice every time you shift in your seat, every time you move, the body gets a little bit heavier. Things slow down a little bit more. So pleasantly heavy, soft, comfortable. And once the body has settled, it's quiet. Notice your breath. Each inhale, each exhale, one after the other. And notice on the inhales, you fill up, the chest expands. And then on the exhales, you sink in a little bit deeper, relax a little bit more. Each breath, you get a little bit heavier, a little more comfortable. The mind slows down a little bit more. And sense of peace settles in from the tip of your toes to the very top of your head. Just breathing, relaxing, every breath. Really feeling your body get heavier, more comfortable. It's like you're in the most comfortable bed you can imagine. So soft. So soft it starts to envelop you as you sink in. Mind is at ease. There's nothing to think about or worry about. It's just quiet. It's just peace. Just breathing. Relaxing. Sinking in. Now, see yourself on a beautiful beach, looking out over the water, blue sky overhead, fluffy white clouds dotting here and there, the sun shining down, warming your skin. Start to hear the waves coming in, crashing into the shore. The waves pushing back out, sand left wet beneath. Just breathing, enjoying. The details get filled in. You might see birds flying overhead. Maybe even people on the beach, in the water. Really feel the sun on your skin, the cool breeze. Let those details develop. Enjoy. A few moments of respite, of peace. Now, looking out to the sea, scan the horizon. Notice, are there boats, birds, people? What do you see? But continue scanning as you start to turn, looking down the beach. Notice a beautiful, comfortable chair, a seat. This isn't just a typical beach chair. Thin, maybe even slightly uncomfortable. This is the most comfortable chair you can imagine, looking out over the sea. You see it. Notice the details. And start to head in that direction. Really feel your feet touching down in the sand sinking beneath you. Notice the feeling of your arms swinging at your sides as you gently, slowly walk toward that chair. Still feeling the sun shining down on your head, your face, the gentle, cool breeze on your skin. As you get closer to that chair, you see more details. Notice the color. What's it made of? Notice how comfortable it looks. You feel like all you want to do is settle down into that chair And as you approach, you reach out, fingers brush against the fabric, maybe the palm slides across, really feeling it beneath your hand. You press a little bit down, feel how soft it is, how inviting. And then slowly, mindfully, you lower yourself into that seat. You get settled on that beach, looking out over that beautiful water, the waves coming in and going out. Really settle there on that beach in that seat. And notice the sensations in your toes, very tips of your toes, noticing, relaxing. Then start scanning up fairly quickly up through the toes, noticing any sensations there, relaxing as you go. We're now scanning up through feet into ankles. And you might find that the parts of the body we pass through start to feel nice and numb and soft and relaxed, and scanning up through shins and calves, through knees, relaxing, releasing up into thighs and hips, from hips through abs, getting into lower rib cage to heart center and the tops of your shoulders. Let's start to scan down shoulders, the upper arm, relaxing, releasing down to elbows and forearms, through wrists, palms, down to the tips of your fingers. Then the attention bounces from the tips of the fingers, back up through the hands and the forearms, through upper arm, tops of shoulders, slowing a bit as it passes through neck and jaw, through nose and eyes, through forehead to the top of your head. Sitting here, the most comfortable chair on the beach, looking out at that beautiful water, the sun, the clouds, the birds, just breathing, not a care in the world. Now, in this safe place, pleasantly heavy, resting, supported, held, in your mind, you're going to go to the place where you left that beautiful package. The stress, the sensations, the thoughts. Going to that place, picking up the package, noticing its weight, what it looks like, how it's closed, fastened. Really feel it in your hands. And you carry it back to that comfortable seat on the beach. Really see yourself sitting there. Feel yourself holding that package. It's not open yet. Just notice it. And then, slowly, carefully, you start to open it just a little at a time. And there's nothing to worry about. You're holding the package. The stress, the symptoms of that stress aren't in the body. They're in that box, in that package. As you slowly unwrap it, you notice what it is you put in there. As you start to see the insides, what does that feel like sitting in the package on your lap? What did you leave there? Is there tightness in the chest? Are there racing thoughts? Just inventory what's in that box. Notice what's there. It's important. You don't need to feel it in your body necessarily. Maybe you have the memory of it in your body, but you're not feeling that stress firsthand. It's a memory. Or maybe somehow you're seeing it in the box and you just recognize it for what it is. Look on it gently. Not with fear, not with anger, not even with a desire to get rid of it. Just notice it. Now, reach into that box. Pull out some piece of that stress, maybe the sensation in the body. Maybe it's the way the mind races when you're stressed. Take out one piece. There's no wrong way to do this, but you reach in, you pull it out, notice it. You hold it in your hand, you feel it. You recognize it for what it is. And now, look back out to the sea. Those waves rolling in, a seemingly infinite amount of water spread out before you. So much space. That water is a great place for the stress. It's so spacious when it dissolves, when the stress dissolves, when the symptoms of stress dissolve in that water, they'll be distributed through the whole ocean. We're not getting rid of the stress. We're not getting rid of those feelings. We are diluting it. Ocean is ready, willing, and able to absorb that stress, those symptoms of stress. So you're going to rise from that chair on the beach, so comfortable. As you rise, you'll feel the sand under your feet as you start to walk toward the water. Eventually, the sand is wet. Eventually, the water touches your toes. As you wade out just a bit, the water comes up to the ankles, maybe a little beyond, box still in hand. The symptom of stress you pulled from the box in the other hand. As you stand there wading out into the ocean, you drop what you have in your hand. As it falls into the water, you hear it, you see it. It submerges for a moment, and then it starts to dissipate through the water. Notice how it flows out. What was dense in your body, what was intense in your body, it spreads out in the vast ocean before you. You may even see it dissolving. You may see it spreading out toward the horizon. What was dense, uncomfortable in your body dissolves into the water, becomes just another drop in that vast ocean. And you reach into the package and you take the next piece of that stress, whatever that is, the sensations, the thoughts, the patterns, whatever it is, and you drop that into the water and watch that dissolve. And piece by piece, the box empties. We're not suppressing the stress. We're not pushing it away. We're just putting it in context. This vast ocean, that stress that was so dense in the body is so spacious. It's not even uncomfortable anymore. It just is. It dissipates out into the water piece by piece. As you stand there, toes in the sand, the wet sand, water coming up over the feet. Waves coming in, and going out, the sun warming your skin, as all that stress dissipates into the ocean, this infinite ocean of bliss. Notice the sensations in your body free from that stress, peace surrounding you. You're free. Really hear those waves coming in and going out. Feel the sun on your skin, the sand, the water, the scenery around you. Enjoy it for a few moments more. This vast ocean of what is, it's always here for you. This nearly infinite space, ready to accept whatever it is that's plaguing you, squeezing you. Anytime. You can close your eyes and drop those things you don't need into that ocean of bliss. Really feeling the spaciousness of it all. You are free. You can take as much time as you'd like here. You could stay for an hour, maybe you fall asleep. Or maybe you rise right away, free of that stress, and go about your day. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time.